And here we go. Good afternoon, peoples. How are you on this, at the moment, sunny day in Dumfries? Although I have just had a flood warning on the phone, but that's by the by. Right then, start off with, I'll bring in the earworms and let you know who's here. So we've got Mark in, we've got JP in, and we've got Dale.
Hello.
So they're going to be keeping up with the chat and everything. Not them back out again. I am still having issues with my computer. It may well go off. It might not. It's a bit on the temperamental side. If it does go off, hang in there. You'll probably get Mark's face up on the screen to carry on the chat with me where he was first in.
Oh dear Lord!
But I will be back. I will be back after a couple of minutes. I promise. Right. So what are we doing today? Let's stick that camera on when it wants to come on. There we are. I've got a PCU on the lathe today. It's about 13-inch in diameter across there. It's not across here, or it is across there, and it's about 1.5 inches thick. And we're just going to do quite a simple platter. I've picked this side for the bottom because there's a hell of a lot more character on the other side for doing the top. So I'll let the guys start off letting me know who's in, and I'll just get quickly set up and get started.
I'll go then. So Colin Roberts is out in the chat, as is Robbo Robinson. Hello, Robbo.
Robbo. He's my hero.
Jay, how's your day? Is out in the chat. Dr. Bob's in.
Hi, Bob.
We have Mark, the gentleman woodturner. He's out again, folks. Grab him. We've got Sid's repurposing. We have Shy is in. We have as we scroll down, we've already said Dr. Bob. Andy Heath's in. We have Robert Dolman in the chat. We have Colin Izzard. We have, and he scrolls on, John Hayes calling in from Ontario in Canada. Hi, John. Ellie Two Meadows is in.
Amy. Hi, Amy.
Pretty much about it until you get into Amy. G'day.
Yeah. Amy's in, super repurposing.
Yep. And Blair just joined us down the bottom. Hello, Blair. Mike Lang's in the chat.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, you may well get sick of me this week. I'm doing today, obviously. I am going to be doing tomorrow evening live, covering for Richard the Beard. I'll be doing my normal live on Wednesday night. I may well be live again on Thursday night, although I haven't discussed that one with Jane yet. And I'll be doing my usual live on Friday. I think it's the second time this year that I've done this.
You've done all of them. A few folks joined the chat. We have the ever lovely Beard 16. We have Lee at Marley Bowcraft. We have Colin Roberts. We have Hodgepodge. We have I think that's us for a bit. And we've got JP Woodcraft.
Grand.
Woodwork. I'm sorry. Who like you? Hold on a minute. Mark's in the chat. Grab him, folks.
He's escaped again.
Lee at Marley
when the camera fails.
Lee at Marley Bowcraft is. She used to be Cornish Pixie. She's changed her name. That's Lee.
Cornish Pixie.
Oh, hello, Lee.
So
Everyone go and subscribe to Dale after the stream. He's close to 1,000 subscribers.
I'm not close. I'm miles away. Not 100.
No, you're not.
Nearly 90. 90 away. Miles away.
Even more reason for people to go over there.
Keep wrapping me up when I escape.
Grab him. We need him in front of the camera. Should the PC fail? Because none of us want to do it.
The only reason he's escaped is gone looking through his beard. It's disappeared somewhere.
If anyone sees an unattended beard, could they do one or two things? Could they return it to Mark, the gentleman woodturner, or please attach it, put it in a bag, and post it to young Kaz Hussein? I believe he collects it. Wivey Woodshed's out in the chat. As is Barry Lebrow.
Hi, Barry.
Hi, Baz. Hello, everybody in the chat, by the way.
Good Lord. He's back here. Grab him, folks, if he gets out.
I'm here, there, and everywhere.
I do have an image of Father Jack whenever I say that, running around the field.
Drink.
And JP Woodcraft is giving you a super chat. He says, got to super chat here because Dale don't have 1K yet.
Cheers, Jamie.
Jappy's out in the chat.
Hey, Jappy.
Well done, Hodgepodge. First milestone.
Nice, well done.
What's happened?
He's hit 100 subs.
He
Oh,
managed
nice
to
one.
crack through the 100 sub mark. Go on, mate. Tom from Canada's in. He says, hello, everyone. Tom Canada's in. Oh, this is confusing. Tom Canada says, hello, everyone from the USA. Most confusing.
Oh, I bet that was confusing.
Most confusing.
To let everybody know, I'm actually having my Q&A tonight at 8 p.m. UK time, which is basically my 5K giveaway video. So if you want to come along and find out how you can win some awesome prizes,
Stick the link in, Jamie.
stick the link in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she said. Say nothing. Say nothing. Nothing.
Man.
Alfred 521628 is in. Hello, everyone from the USA.
Good
Hello,
afternoon.
That's okay. So tell me, Alfred, are you saying hello to everyone in the USA, or are you saying hello from the USA to everyone else?
There you go, everybody. The link's in the chat now, so keep that in your diaries.
I shall just put it in my busy social diary.
Sorry.
Extremely busy, Mark. Extremely busy.
Yeah.
Live in 6 hours.
WFORL, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, is saying afternoon, ladies.
Morning.
Danny Staley is in Chi from West Virginia, USA.
Good afternoon.
Chai. Could be chai.
Good morning, I should say. Just put a bit of decoration in the bottom of this.
Beautiful part of the world, West Virginia.
Beautiful. Beautiful British name.
I want to see Wayne do a live stream using nothing but carbides.
Ooh, yeah, there's the
You
thought.
stopped there. You stopped them.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
That'd be like Dale doing a project using nothing but spirals.
Ain't gonna happen. Actually, I take that back. It's unlikely to happen. I think that would be the remark I would use. Depends if I sit down to a Charles Deering or a Wes Patton. And I think logic dictates I should entertain a spiral because that's how they're made, with that kind of blade in mind.
Hello, Paul Lockwood.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Amy says, "Take me home, country road." And Young Shy says,
There's nothing
Amy,
wrong with
good
using
minds think alike.
carbide, Paul.
Oh, seeing as how Paul's in, Paul, do you know if the sawmill's open?
Boom, 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 Alfred is asking, is Wayne using a regular grind on that bowl gouge?
No, he uses a fingernail grind. It's a 45-degree fingernail grind I use on this.
Question from John Hayes. Wayne, is wood burning the most preferred method for Maker's Mark on wood project, or are there others?
Well, the two main ones that I've seen is either getting a brand, so you brand in the bottom, or you can get a maker's coin, so you put a recess in the bottom and you slot the coin in. I've seen quite a few people use that method. If you watch any of Nick Zametti, Zick Zametti, if you watch any of Nick Zametti's videos, he uses a maker coin.
He gets them from a guy called
I know. Go on, Mark.
So I was just going to say, Nick Zametti gets his maker's coin from Don Hank.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I know Martin Saby Smith years ago. He used to put a certain. He used to use a skew or a detailing tool in the bottom of his bowls, and put a few rings in the mortise, and it always used to look exactly the same. And that was kind of like his maker's mark. Some people do what Wayne's done there and fill it with different colour powders, and that's kind of their maker's mark.
Chris Fisher
done before.
Chris Fisher tends to use the Robert Sorby texturing tool.
That's it.
And makes his mark in the bottom.
Our Mark is out in the chat again.
Yeah, but I'm being helpful. Conducting a public service.
Of course, there's another Maker's Mark. What you could do is just pour yourself a glass of Maker's Mark and just not care. Paul Lockwood is saying the wood shop, yes, as far as he knows, at Longtown, and the wood shop at Penrith is open during the week.
All right, okay.
WFOR was I don't need a Maker's Mark. My Maker's Mark is how awful the finish is.
I just want to quickly as well mention as well while it's on my mind, Andy Pugh is being invaded by the Beard on Thursday at 8 PM over on his channel.
So the Beard has promised to be gentle.
So yeah, just while I don't forget that. So 8 PM on the Beard Time 16 channel.
Let me get this speed up a wee bit.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, yeah, I was about to say that.
Just by magic. The Beard.
Start saying his name 3 times, he's like Beetlejuice.
The Beard. John Hayes is asking a question. I've heard all woods turn darker brown over time. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
Except for Purple Heart.
Yeah, Purple Heart will start going brown. If Purple Heart starts going brown, what I tend to do with any pieces I've got, I'll stick another layer of wax on and put them in the sunlight. and then it usually goes back to purple again. U, which this is a piece of U, which as you can see is very orange at the moment, but over the years it'll go really dark brown. This will, obviously apart from the sapwood.
Kim Dickinson is out in the chat.
Hi, Kim.
Darkman's out in the chat.
Oh, hiya, Dark.
Darkman says, with purple heart, heat will darken it. Alfred says, can Wayne show us a close-up of the bowl gouge grind, please?
Yeah, we're in the middle of organising the next one already.
I think that's been well shown. So sorry, JP. Robert Robertson is obviously talking to me. At JP, good job on organising the Mika's weekend.
Yeah, well done, JP. It was brilliant.
Well done.
And you, Bill.
Yeah, good show.
Being the webmaster.
Conor Roberts is saying he seconds that. Shy saying there's no sound. I think you'll find Shay there is. Shy, there is. There's definitely sound.
EOI, that's great. Bowl gouges are 45, mate. Fingernail climb.
45.
Definitely not a 40-40.
44, 45.
Get ready, folks. I may be appearing on screen momentarily.
Brace yourself, people. Someone grab Mark, powder him up, and stick him in front of the camera.
Better put my clothes back on.
Quick now. Cover up your bits.
Oh.
Cover up your bits. Cover up your bits. About to have an impromptu break while we deal with a PC that's having a little bit of a strop due to heat and power, we think.
I'm going to put it out there that Nick may have lost his title. What title's that? What Nick was that? Nick Sameti?
There it is.
There he is.
There it is. Look at that sitting here there. Oh, no words for this. What have you done to your mush?
I've made myself look pretty again.
Do you know what you remind me of? A Foxian
Delusional,
mask.
I know.
Flaming Turner.
Foxian mask.
Nick, I'm going to put it out there. Nick may have lost his title, the Flaming Turner. What title's that, Sid? The Flaming Turner. Oh, because of Anarchist.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, crikey, yeah. I've spoke to Colossus, and apparently he's going to turn up next time we have him on with a lot more tricks up his sleeve, and I don't doubt that for a second. He was quite entertaining, was old Anarchist.
He looked like he was just having so much fun.
Oh, he was. He loved it.
He just came across as just happy as a pig in mud.
Yeah, like a dog with two tails.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Two tails?
Yeah. Or a dog in the woods with a full bladder.
And the break is over. And now follows a short video about a man with a lathe up his nose.
Yeah.
Anybody notice that Wayne does have a cheeky little giggle?
Yeah. Is that what you call it?
Or
I would only be worried that you like it.
Right. Seeing as how everybody is very disparaging about my drill, I'm going to mute myself.
Oh, don't mind.
Richard the Beard is asking Mark, is he growing a telch?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
Kept
He's
the
growing a Toshiba.
tash, got rid of the beard.
Hello, Tosh. Got a Toshiba.
Oh, I missed the drill.
Better than a
Barry
bush.
Oak is out in the chat, as is Jennifer Stoughton. Let's remember the question that John Hayes is posting.
Yeah. Are you doing water drops and string effects painting today, Wayne?
Don't think so on you.
I think it'd
looks
be
like
sacrilege on you.
This looks like a... No, not so much. Sid's is suggesting you should step it up and angle grind, Wayne.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Young,
I can't hear that drill. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me open up a window.
young DIY Darkmatter saying, at Wayne, you grind your bowl gouge at 45 degrees. What angle do you sharpen your spindle gouges at? Are they different?
Nope, do them at 45 as well. Mind you, I have got a detail gouge that I grind at a different angle. Don't remember what it is though, but my spindle gouge is at 45 as well. And I've used angle grinders on bulls before.
You
to
have?
do texturing.
I've seen you do it. W. Floral. I think we may just make up how to pronounce that. What level of grit do you use on the Pro Edge for touching up? 120 or 240?
120. I never go above 120.
Yeah.
I use 60 for reprofiling and 120 for touching up.
60, that's practically a brick.
Hello, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
Hello, Scott's dead.
John Hayes wants to know if you can turn a horn shape on a lathe.
A horn shape.
What, like a banana, basically, like half a banana? I think the answer would be yes.
I guess you could do it, but it's hollowing out would be a bit tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it would just be done on different centres, turning the horn shape. But yeah, cleaning it out would definitely be difficult.
Yeah, but does he mean an animal horn or like a musical horn? Because a musical horn, like a trumpet, you could.
Pop, pop. The Viking horn. Shit, don't tell Andy. Tommy Dunn's in the chat.
Hey, Tommy.
Wayne's going to take off in a minute.
Oh, an animal horn. Oh, yeah, that would be difficult.
Depends which animal.
If it was a kudu, yeah, it'd be all right. Or a
A
blesbuck.
narwhal, it would be all right.
Technically not a horn, that's a tusk.
Yeah.
I might just clean.
Don't be so pedantic, Mark.
Not because of where it is. That's not a tash, it's a tusk you've got going on there.
Pete from Twisted Treat is a member of a Bristol club turned a working trumpet.
Pop, pop.
Amy gave you $5 Aussie. Says a couple of Bob for being so knowledgeable and welcoming.
Well, thank you, Amy.
Struth, Cobber. Thanks very much.
Struth, Cobber. Says a couple of Bob. I've seen Amy on camera. She's a very lovely lady.
Hey?
She's a very lovely lady.
Oh.
Amy, I do apologise for the attempts at murdering your accent.
I'm allowed to murder the accent. My sister's married to an Aussie.
I worked for
He
a
tried
flight centre
murdering
for years.
ours.
Exactly right. What oil is that, Wayne? Sorry, I missed
It's
it.
lemon oil.
Lemon oil.
Lemon oil from Chestnut Products.
You're going to get sacked if you do that.
Well, it's my choice.
He's got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
He's not in the chat anyway, so it's okay. We're safe.
Oh yeah, I meant to message Glenn and tell him to take your vacuum truck out of the bin.
Alfred is asking, I was watching the video about the water drop and you said that the paint lays flat when the water dries. So does
Yes.
it crack when doing so?
Right, hang on. I'll just show you. So this is the one that I started on Saturday. As you can see, it has all gone flat and the paint hasn't cracked. Now, if the paint does crack, don't worry about it. Because what you can do if the paint cracks, once you start putting layers of lacquer over the top, it moistens everything up again, actually brings all the cracks back together. So it's not a problem if any cracking happens due to the evaporation of the water. As soon as you start lacquering it, everything will come back together.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the colour of that platter. That's gorgeous.
Look at the size of that platter.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Klondike Craftsman's in.
Hello,
Mike.
mate. Lee
Yeah,
says
Beard
the water
16
drop bowls looks awesome, Wayne.
Thank you,
Uh,
Lee.
The Beard 16 says, I was watching an Australian series last night called The New Monkey, a redo of the original Monkey series. That'd been hilarious. I've informed entire images now of the accents.
Amy says that's not a platter, now that's a platter.
Very
That's
good.
not a knife.
Right, that's only had one coat of oil on. Over the next few days, I'll keep on putting extra coats on. Now, there's a fair bit of character in the bottom on this. I'm actually hoping the top is going to be even better.
So, is surprisingly a serious question. Why do you prefer lemon oil over Danish oil or any other oil?
Right. The main reason is I haven't got any Danish oil at the moment.
That's a good reason.
Fair enough.
So, would you ordinarily use Danish oil?
I ordinarily would. Well, no, not necessarily.
Remember, people.
It really all depends. The only time I'd use Danish oil if I wanted to get a decent sheen on it, if you like, because using Danish oil has got a drying additive in there, so it will dry, and you can get quite a decent sheen once you get a few coats of Danish oil on there. The thing with Danish oil is, though, is if you don't use it on a regular basis, and you've got it sitting in the tin or the jar or whatever, it does form a skin and it does thicken up. That's the only thing that I've found about Danish oil that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. The other thing is you've got to make sure that your Danish oil is made from the finest, freshly squeezed Danish people that you can possibly get.
There is
Or
that as
bacon.
well.
John Hay says, Wayne, I had a wooden bowl ever since I had a chicken soup. I couldn't get the smell out of the wood. What can I do to refinish the wood?
Ever since
Have tomato soup.
Yeah, put tomato soup in it.
Can it be remounted back on the lathe? If it can be remounted back on the lathe, resand it. And then refinish it. If it can't be remounted on the lathe, find some way of actually holding it, and again, just resand it.
Steve Ash is in the chat and he says, no, Danish oil is made from bacon. Rob CP's out in the chat. Just
Rob
Creations is waving.
I'm waving back.
Hi, Rob.
I'm having to take a fair bit off this. It's actually cutting down on the size it's going to end up.
Alfred 521628 is asking, when applying oil, do you find that you have to reapply it as it is absorbed?
Yes. Usually.
Bacon oil would be awesome if it,
In fact, I think this,
DIY Dermot says bacon oil would be awesome if it didn't go rancid.
right, this lemon oil does
Agree with
dry
that.
as well. It'll dry completely within 24 hours.
Alfred says, when applying, do you find that you have to reapply it as it's absorbed? And Shay's saying, has anyone ever turned a copper beach?
Turned Copper Beach? No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't.
No, it was.
I probably have. Don't remember when it was though.
I've
Right,
turned
this has
Sport
got a-
Beach and Plain Beach.
This has got a very sharp edge, so I'm just going to take that off.
Cornish Pixie saying, John Hayes, you could try bicarbonate of soda as it's a good for lifting smells. You will need to use it, dry it, then leave it in the bowl for a few days. It may not work, but it's worth a try.
There you go, nice tip from Lee.
Yep.
Living on the coast, I know that seagulls like bicarbonate of soda as well.
That's an old trick. Alka-Seltzer as well. That works.
Just make sure you go undercover when you give it to them.
Yeah. Take care, Rich. Hope your back's feeling better,
Good
mate.
day, Rich. I'm not even going to joke about joining the funnel club on this one.
Peach from Twisted Tree says, I think extreme pyrography is the best way of getting food smells out of wooden bowls. I think he means burning the whole piece.
Yeah, around the fire. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, people.
How many's in?
63.
Mate.
Oh my god. That's about where I usually go on leaving for.
Got to duck away for a few minutes, guys. So right back.
Mike, the Midnight Joker asks, how long lengths to section a 9-foot long laburnum trunk? It's about 15 inches diameter.
I would
How
do
long-
them. I would do them about 2 foot long, or just under 2 foot long to get into the 9 foot, and then seal the ends.
There you go.
Make sure you seal them.
And if you haven't got
Michael-
any ends, sorry, go on.
I was just saying, Michael's trying to say, good afternoon, Wayne. I've just had my lunch and the butler is now cleaning away.
Very nice.
Mike has just asked it, PVA is okay to seal, question mark.
Yeah, you can, if you find it's a bit thick, you can water it down a little bit. If you haven't got PVA or N-Seal, if you've got any old latex paint lying about, that's good for sealing end grain as well.
And actually, I think Martin in his new woodworking store sells end grain sealer now.
If you're going to water the
be
PVA
wrong.
down, do it 70-30. 70 PVA, 30 water.
What I've got, if you go to the likes of Homebase or Wix, if you're in the UK, or B&Q, something like that, in the wood glue section, you can usually get fairly cheap PVA glue in sort of 5-litre cans or plastics. And they are, you know, that's ideal for sealing end grain. Back to the drill, you lucky people.
Hey! Take my earphones off. Now I can still hear it, but I've got the garage door open, so...
So it's actually Chestnut that does the end grain sealer, but Martin sells it on his shop, thewoodturningshop.com. So I'll put a link to that in the chat.
Billy Woodturning's just joined the chat. Hello, Billy.
Hello, Billy.
Now, whenever you're power sanding anything like this, or even if you're using one of the inertia sanders, seeing as how this has got a bit of a live edge on here, don't go in with the drill like that, because you're just going to come round and this live edge is either going to rip the abrasive paper off, or it's going to smack the arbor, which is not going to do any good for anything. So you have the drill at that angle, or as close to straight as you can. If you can get it as close to perpendicular as you can, you're using all of the abrasive pad. If you do have it tilted too far, you're just using the edge, so you're going to wear that bit out.
Oh yeah.
I do believe after Saturday, Wayne, that your drill has its own social media now.
It does, yes. I'm thinking about putting it up for auction.
Yeah. I've heard that there's going to be a waxwork at Madame Two Swords as well.
Yeah, it's either that or getting in touch with the British Museum, one of the two.
Wayne's drill, same things, excellent.
Epic. John Hayes has got a question for you, Wayne.
Yeah.
Do any inlays ever come loose over time and fall out of the wood?
Right. Are you talking about the likes of inlays that would go in this sort of slot here? Or are you talking like I did the other week with the inlaid box? So you get a piece of inlay like this. This is a piece of wood. that you put into the top of a box lid, that type of thing. What can happen if you're using a piece of resin into a box lid like I did the other week, what can happen there is that obviously the resin is stable or inert, if you like, but wood moves. And if you've got the piece of resin a really, really tight fit within the piece of wood, seeing as how the wood moves, it can contract and expand, and that can maybe crack the resin. It can certainly move inlaid pieces of wood, because I've had that happen quite a few times. So you have got to leave a bit of space for the wood to contract and expand.
Yeah. So I've seen this happen before. Someone has made a bowl out of wood and resin before, and the wood has actually expanded and contracted, and you've actually been able to get your finger under the gap between the resin and the wood.
Yeah. Which is why when a lot of people, or all of the guys who are well known for doing resin and wood, the likes of Zach Higgins, the likes of Heath Knuckles,
Yeah, they make sure it's really dry.
Yeah, they always stabilize the wood, and the way you stabilize wood is to use a resin. It's called cactus juice, and you put it in a vacuum, and you draw all of the air out of it. So all of the air, and the moisture gets drawn out of the wood, and it is replaced by the cactus juice. Then what they tend to do after that is dry it in a low heat oven, so it all gets dried out before they make up their hybrid blanks. So it's quite a long process that people go through with the resin.
Yeah, the actual turning is just the last part of a long set of stages to get to that point.
Right, guys. I think that's us.
He's never done that in 42 minutes.
Well, must be done. Right, I'll just bring me stool in.
Alfred, I think those are the Simon Hope sanding arbors that Wayne uses.
Yes, they are the Simon Hope ones. And what you'll notice about the Simon Hope ones, I'll just show you. Right, I'll put the main camera on, then I can show you. That'll be the easiest thing to do once I find where my mouse is. Right, what you've got with the Simon Hope ones on the arbors, there we are. You see how it's got a circular part and is there a hexagon? Yeah, and a hexagonal part. The hexagonal part is the bit that you put in the drill. Okay, the circular part is the bit that you put into the, I'll not be able to bloody find this, the inertia sander. It's going to wander. Don't know where it's gone. But the circular part goes in the inertia sander and it spins in a bearing. But the hexagonal part is the part that gets locked into the drill, and that's so you don't actually damage the circular bit that goes into the sander. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you found it. I was just going to say, I've got mine in my hand if you want.
Yeah, so you've got the inertia sander. So that goes in there and it spins within the bearing. And then the hexagonal part gets fastened in the drill. And I think the Simon Hope one, certainly in the UK, the Simon Hope one is the best one, the best inertia sander. I've never had a Robert Sorby one, but I've heard some not good stories about the Robert Sorby ones. And I use a lot of Robert Sorby stuff. So there you are, guys.
Nice.
You
Lovely.
platter. It's turned out at what sort of size we're looking at? Just over 11.5 inches in diameter, and it's around. I presume it'll still be around about 1.5 inches deep, maybe just under. Yeah, 1.5 inches. So there you go, 11.5 by 1.5 inches. U platter.
Gorgeous.
Loads of character in there. I might even take that up to the shop at the weekend. So, what's happening the rest of the week? Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, I will be putting a notification out, but I'll be on live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, standing in for Richard, the Beard. Wednesday night, I'll be live at 8 o'clock. That's my usual Wednesday night slot. Thursday, I haven't actually decided yet whether I'm going to do Thursday or not. But obviously, if I do, I'll be putting a notification out. Friday, I'll be back again with my usual Friday lunchtime. So you're going to get sick of the sight of me this week. Mind you, you probably are anyway. So there's nothing new there. Right, I'll bring the guys back in just to finish off with. I think Dale has just gone to see what's happening with his lovely wife, Sinyi. So he might miss the end.
I've also got my live tonight as well.
Oh,
mate.
yes. Oh, yeah, sorry. Jamie's on live tonight. He's having a Q&A session at 8 o'clock. And he's also doing his 5,000 sub giveaway. There's some tremendous stuff that he's actually given away. Not least the #1 hollower from Easy Wood Tools.
Texas size Jake Thompson hybrid blank.
Yeah, Texas size Jake Thompson hybrid blank. It's about 4 inches in diameter. Any idea what height it is, Jamie?
I couldn't tell you, mate. To be honest, but
Right.
it is absolutely
9.
massive.
Looks about
Well,
9 or 10 inches.
About
Right,
the size of your head.
This one is 4 inches in. In fact, I think it's just under. I think this one's 3.5. It is. That is just under 3.5 inches in diameter by 6.5 inches long. So it's bigger than that.
It's about that sort of height as well, I think. And it's got a dragon on the inside of it.
Yeah, so it's clear resin with a dragon on the inside. There might be a little bit of colour.
No, it's got a little bit of colouring on the inside of the resin as well.
I think he put
it's not totally clear.
I think he put a 3-inch waste block on the bottom as well. So
no, it's all Burl.
Yeah.
So the waste block is Burl as well.
Yeah.
So that's another good prize, and I think are you doing any Yorkshire grit as well?
Yeah, there's a tub of Yorkshire grit, and you can win one of these tumblers with my logo on it as well.
Oh,
It'll be the updated. It'll probably be the updated logo.
That's
That'd be
the
more detailed.
Mancrafton mug.
Yep.
So loads of prizes. So pop along for the Q&A, and Jamie will explain what you've got to do to be in the draw for the prize. Peter from Twisted Trees is put on that he's having another go at doing a live at 7:30 tomorrow. I didn't realise it was going to clash. Richard, his usual spot that he does is 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, so that's why I'm standing in for that. Richard's also got his invasion on Thursday, which is.
Yeah. Can I just quickly let people know, because there's people a bit worried. Amy just said that she's going to be asleep. It doesn't matter if you're not actually there for the Q&A. It's just the fact that I needed a video there so that I can have so people can leave comments in the comments section, so that way that I can have a random generator pick out a comment from that specific video. So if you're not able to make the Q&A, it doesn't necessarily matter.
they can go back and watch and then comment.
Back and watch. You don't even have to watch the whole video. You can go back and just leave a comment. But obviously you'll have to watch a little bit just to kind of get the gist of what you have to do and all that kind of stuff. All right.
Grand. So
Cool.
that's us, guys. Just a final look, and then I'll let you all get away. So that's it. It'll have a good few more coats of oil on over the next few days. With this lemon oil, you can put another coating on. Let's see, what's it say? Right, it says you can leave it to soak in for 15 minutes, and you can probably put another coat on after 15 minutes. Once it's dry after 24 hours, you can use wax over the top if you want to. The reason I haven't used Yorkshire grit or wax today is there's quite a few inclusions here within the character of the wood, so I would have been spending quite a bit of time trying to get rid of it out of there. So it's just as easy to use oil. So. Thanks for being earworms, guys, and
No worries, mate.
I'll catch you later, JP, in the chat.
Yes, mate.
No problem.
Right, guys, I'm going to press the button, and for anybody who wants to come in tomorrow night, I'll be happy to see you there. Thanks very much for coming in today. It's always appreciated to have people in watching what I'm doing. Grand. Okay, that's it. I am now pressing the button. Bye all.
Bye, everybody.